Hello everyone and welcome back to the Great Book of Grudges. My name is Nathan and we're back. We're on the Total War Warhammer video. So some specifics were given out a while back during the Skulls event regarding a Horde rework. Now we were always expecting this for the Beastmen. If a rework for them was going to come along, a Horde rework was going to come along too. Though, interestingly enough, of course, no creators actually had prior knowledge to this. Which is why I'm only covering it a little later, as we've only just started finding out recently. So the quote goes as follows: "Sweeping changes to Horde gameplay will have the Beastmen carving their name into the landscape of the Warhammer world more than ever, marking their territory and earning progressive bonuses to provide a satisfying and lasting campaign experience." Alright, so there is a few things to discuss. First off, it says sweeping changes to Horde gameplay, so I'm assuming that all Horde mechanics will start to see some benefit from this. So this new patch should not only benefit the Beastmen but also the Warriors of Chaos and Nakai the Wanderer. At least this is my interpretation of it. Which of course means that some concern might be needed here, as we already know that DLCs are already one-sided. Though it's perfectly fine if the Lizardmen don't get as much in terms of mechanics. They've already received so much and this will be their 7th Legendary Lord. And also through what we already know through the Steam page and so on, it really sounds like Oxyotl's own special mechanics are more focused around a reskin version of all the stuff implemented for the Wood Elves, with teleportation and so on, which, yeah, okay, fits very well with him. It does, in all honesty, sound like a lot of stuff is being reskinned in terms of mechanics. I mean, if we go here with just the words that were given to us, let's talk about the Beastmen stuff. Marking territory and earning progressive bonuses to provide a satisfying and lasting campaign experience. I don't know why, but the marking territory thing sounds very much to me like the whole war system for the greenskins, which I actually mentioned in a previous video would fit rather well for the Beastmen, though a complete copy-paste doesn't really sound very fun, does it? It's just, well, a copy-paste. Unless, of course, the object of the game is to urinate on different settlements, but I don't think that Creative Assembly are going to be that type of, adventurous. Even the progressive bonuses could also be attributed to something along the lines of Norska, which again doesn't sound too bad. We have to take into account that the biggest issue when it came to the Beastmen, barring loss of any unique mechanics, was of course mainly situated around how Hordes functioned, which affected them and a few other factions. So it looks like the DLC is going to focus around the Horde aspect more than anything else. This could be a good thing as long as it's done well. Some reskin mechanics aren't really much of a problem as long as they're given their own flavor. A perfect example of this is of course how the Cove system for the Vampire Coast made way for the Undercity system for the Skaven. That was done very well and still had its own unique style, which was much better done than, say for example, the Tomb Kings having their item building system and it being carbon copied for the Dwarf item building system. There was literally no difference there, barring, well, just changing an icon. Hopefully we won't have to wait too long until Creative Assembly starts sharing some news, but what do you guys think about all this? Would you be fine if the DLC had less mechanics overall, but rather focused on these supposed sweeping changes to the Horde mechanics? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and let's start a bit of a discussion.